Alright everyone, it's the Grim Lord here, and this is Grimm's ComicsGate Corner. We are back with the Lost Pages. It's only 38 pages, so we're going to go ahead and just read through it. And I'm also going to do Lady Midnight, so we'll just go ahead and cover them both. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And of course you can find out more about the comic from here, and you can support the comic on Indiegogo. Of course, there's all the people that collaborated. Let's get that right. And of course, ZadeComics.com right there. So let's go ahead. All right. Thanks to all the backers that made this possible. All of CG, ComicsGate, everyone who platformed us, Dan Frega, and all the creators that touched these pages, allowing us to bring these characters to life. It's very cool. And of course, story and letters is Philip Diaz. Art is Maxi Dallo. We got John Ball. We got Maria the Wolf Lopez, Alan Alonso, Eugenio Betu. I probably butchered that. Betivu. Steve Cannon. And of course, we have Simon Bisley and Adam Brown. So there we are. Let's get started with the silhouette. Okay, so this one's in black and white. Present day, Chicago, 3:30 in the morning. Walking the city streets at a time of day when only those looking for trouble walk. Walking under streetlights that shudder, flicker, as if from day to night. When the light is off, it is just a city cloaked in darkness, but flick on. And the cloak is unraveled, a cesspool of sin and forsakenness. Oh, this is reminding me of Rorschach a little bit. But I need no light to see it, to smell the scum of this city, to hear the screams of the innocent, walking in the dust of the vile. Its putrid stench fills what used to be my lungs. The silhouette in A Shadow Taller Than a Soul. Story and letters by Philip Diaz and art by Maxi Dallo. Lights on. Passing a closed convenience store. The lack of a face catches my eye. Who am I? The image I see is like nothing else. It reflects these people. Dark. Faceless and fearful. With no memory of my true image or personality. In my shaded face, two blaring white eyes. The only sign of justice in this hell. Whoops. And for that, the still shimmer of innocence and hope surrounded by darkness. I must rid the city of scum. Lights off. Walking next to parked cars, fishnet stockings leading to tight skirts bent over windows. Speaking of nonchalant propositions. The floral smells threaten to cure the air of the city, but it just adds to the thickness of the streets. A girl with a face caked in makeup and a man sit in a black car tasting each other. Lights on. The moral and the just are very few. Even men of honor and justice become corrupt to the inhabitants of Pandora's box. Lights off. Walking next to a homeless farm. Men and women sitting and lying on the sidewalk. Backs against the storefront walls. Most sleeping. Some mumbling to a higher power. I am a ghost to them. A maze in their junkie comas. Oh, I'm sorry. A haze in their junkie comas. A woman cries holding a baby. Her face, slim, pale. She looks at me. Or rather, she looks up at me. I'm so hungry. Lights off. I now see what she hungers for. I leave behind the memories of a girl. Memories of family. Memories that she poisoned and shot away into her arm. The infant begins to scream, but I don't look back. The light flickers. The cries of the junkie and baby seem to mix in perfect harmony, becoming a morbid theme song for crushed dreams. Walking, hearing the motions and moans of a skeezy night child being paid off in an alley. Lights on, doing things even God himself would cover his eyes to, as if the alley contained two stray cats that had no thought in their minds but unholy satisfaction. The man, very human but just a title. There is no humanity in his head at this second. Whether rich, poor, peasant, or politician, it does not matter. The girl does not need saving. She cannot be saved. She's made her choices and must deal with them. Lights off. Walking down the streets of hell, I need no light to smell the fear in the air. This is not the usual smell of fear that the city emits. The city has a distinct odor to it, an odor that stains your nostrils with rotting flesh, an odor of fear and self-loathing. But this was not that smell. Not the fear of having no money to give to your pimp. Not the fear of the overdoses or withdrawals, but the fear of an innocent life. The taste of metallic saliva, the taste that you get in your mouth when something bad is about to happen, the smell of clammy hands. An ironically fresh smell compared to the grime and dirt that decomposes around me. If you ain't got nothing in your purse for me, I guess we're gonna have to dig a little deeper. Lights on. Let her go. Fear finds itself in him now. He is scared of what he does not understand, as if it... and as it crept into him, it creeps into her. They both are afraid of me. I see the gun. Ah! I know what comes next. I've seen this before. I've been through this many times. I tense what used to be muscles. I prepare what used to be my nerves. Bam! Gasp air into my nothingness. Bam! Bam! 3 holes separate the blackness across my chest, as if someone has turned off a radio. A zap and nothing. Lights off. What the? Hey! Where you going, girl? Lights on. Anger bleeds from my eyes as the gun falls. The holes in my chest mend themselves into black as I gaze something even darker in the thug's eyes. So much hate, so much death, and brought to tears by his own actions. All of the lives ruined. Theft, rape, murder. I see him pimping out whores. I see him paying off cops, instilling fear into the city, and I see him selling heroin to a mother blocks away. No, no, get off me, man! I place my hand on his chest. My fingers seep into the fabric of his clothes, inch past his skin, pierce his ribs, and grab his heart. Yeah! All things in this world need a shadow, for without darkness, the light things are not as bright. What are you doing? Even the darkest hearts have shadows. I'm holding the thing you call your heart, the thing that pumps life through your useless body. It takes little effort to let darkness seep around your heart, just as the effort it takes to seep under his skin, the thing that allows you to destroy so many innocent lives. But for darkness to rip your soul from your chest is a very difficult and painful task. Is it? I don't know what all that is. The thing I'm gonna take from you. It is as if every life he has taken was being thrust out of his body, his screams blurring into the symphony making up the city's theme song. Gah! The only thing that stops his screams is another sound. The sound of his ribs breaking, one by one, as I pull his soul through them. Crack! And then silence. Dead silence. His death seems to have stopped the crying and moaning of the city. A pause to the song. The worthless body drops as its black heart sits in my gasp. Ebony blood drops down the walls of the alley, and I stare into the engine of death. It oozes sin and welcomes me, calls to me sex, drugs, murder, asking me to join the dance in misery. But this dance feels familiar. To take innocent lives is a simple ballet, a ballet that always ends in red curtains. I leave the carcass to be found. The girl nowhere to be seen, an innocent life, saved to live another day in this hellhole, even if she is the only good soul in this city. Then there is a reason for me. Me. By some forces I don't know, given a second chance at life as the embodiment of darkness, here to destroy the ones who live for it. They call me the silhouette, the minds of the scum, and the souls of the vile, know nothing of the darkness shrouded within me. I begin my walk again. Lights out. That was interesting. Now we got Wild Card. Okay, look at the cover for Wild Card. Really cool. I like it. Of course, that's John, Joseph, and Ball. Present day, south side of Chicago. Where you going, bro? Taking off, man. It's late. You be safe. You hear about the brother found down the block? Got his heart ripped out. Yeah, I heard the ghost got him too. Ha! Stop believing all the stories, man. Crazy stuff happens around here, brother. Hey, You like crazy stories, huh? You talking now, old hobo? I've got a story you haven't heard. Yeah, right. I've heard all the ones about these streets. Ah, but this story is not about these streets, not yet anyways. This story is about the sea. Off the west coast of Italy, circa 1650, the sounds of your dreams. Let's try that again. The sounds of your dreams. That ends all in red. They hold you and pour them right into your head. Their curves, their beauty, the flow of their hair, their voice will make love to you and wash you of fear. The glare in their eyes holds the key to your world, but you'll be their prize. Wild card in Staccato at Sea. Okay. John Joseph Ball art. Got colors, and that's that one guy. No, woman, I think. Eugenia Betivu, I think. Probably getting that wrong again. Music, Alan Alonso. Music. I'm not hearing anything. Are you? This thing starts playing music, I'm gonna jump out of my skin. For what they guys... Hold on. For what that they guys will make your toes curl. Crash! An ignorant heart that falls to lust is bested by a feathered bust. By blinded feet and goddess voice, what'll you do? You have no choice. Hold on. Let's try that again. What you'll do, you'll have no choice. A feast for the sea, consuming all but bones. A cataleptic melody that tears through your soul. I like the art. Just really good. A lot of detail here. It's really hard to see some of it. I guess if you buy the thing, you can really look, a bit closer into it. But just really great art here. For if soul falls into Poseidon's hand, then slaved forever as an undead man, to serve in the banquet of the liquid land, and bang to the beat of the season's damned. Whoosh! Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, there's the music. Rah! Crash! Bass! Snare! Okay. Ride! Rhythm to the orchestra. To sticks a guide. Crash to the land, the wood and the sand. Bass blue, bellow to the bow, snare to the air, and grasping hands. Ride the waves to a blissful sound, then done as the boat fades. The waves all graves, then none. Again, wonderful art. I love the use of color. It's almost like a watercolor painting, some of this stuff. It's really good. Now they go take their places, put on their pretty faces, rehearsal for all, for one, and you might hear them crying on the island of the sirens, and if you do, they'll have won. Who was the old-timer, that captain? A man whose life began long before this city. One who saved the world from monstrosities, a master of magic and alchemy, a man, like many others, that has stories lost through time, never to be told until now. Tell me more. Oh, look at this. Calmstone. Come on, old-timer, tell us another one of your crazy stories. Ha ha! Oh, boys, the tales I tell are written by time, ever growing endless, scribed from the well of the stars, brushed upon the book of lost pages. Time is constant, always adding to the universe. As we speak, stories are being written, some that will never be told. But we need not look far in time to find the horrible beasts that reflect the ones of old. Life is just a big fight. Okay. This is Calmstone Old Friends. Story letters, Philip Diaz. Or is it Philip Diaz? It might be Philip Diaz. I'm not... Diaz? I'm not... If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, sir, I'm sorry. I'm trying. It might be Philip Diaz. I'm not really sure. But we got Maria Wolf Lopez. And we have colors, of course, Steve Cannon. Of course, she does the art. And it's pretty good art. I like this art, yeah. War was a bunch of small battles. For a long time I lost till I started to win. But I've been winning, and then this happened. I'm not crazy, am I? I remember the first time I won a fight. God, I was so young. There was that real jerk kid. I'll never forget him. His name was Nate. Hey, fatty, what are you so happy about? My mom says her dad's not around. I see why. No, it's fine. Shh. Who are you talking to? Your imaginary friend? You have no friends. What? You're a loser. She's tall. Miss Stone, Taz cannot keep blaming these write-ups on Krim, whatever she calls her imaginary friend. The therapist says it's how she copes. It was him. Krim beat them up. What's so funny, Taz? As a kid, I had these nightmares. Oh, look at them. Really loved the art and use of color. Just brilliant. But when I woke up, I always had a friend that had my back. Everything was bad when I closed my eyes, but childhood was so fun. Back then we were winning the fight. I had no friends, so I made one up, I guess. Lots of kids have them and just forget. Even though I was alone, I never felt loneliness. Looking back, what stresses did I even have? But then one day I opened my eyes. One day I opened my eyes, all I saw was loneliness. So I went out and tried to make new friends. I tried to fill the hole with other people. But there's things I never learned in school. Like people are worse than the monsters in a kid's head. And as I grew, the inner demons became worse than the people at times. Things that ate my life, I'm sure you wouldn't know. Actually, I am kind of aware. Confusion. Oh man, drinking and... Let's see, self-doubt, anxiety. I needed a change. And I found it. I found a gym. There we go. See that? It's a good story. Many of you guys don't know this, but I have been friends with a lot of female bodybuilders. I do mean the IFBB pros. For some of them for several years now. A couple in particular told me that, when they got into bodybuilding, it was... They had, one of them was addicted to drugs really, really bad. Really awful. And since going to the gym and getting clean and everything, it changed her whole life. So there's a lot of things that, like she was bullied and she sought strength. And a lot of women do seek strength when they go to the gym and pump up and build, like that. I'm really glad to see a bodybuilder type character here because I absolutely love. That's what caught my attention with the cover. It's like, oh my God, there's a muscular character on there, and of course, I'm a guy that's been a fan of the sport for years and years and years. I always have enjoyed it. I used to watch the competitions. I even remember Pumping Iron 2, the women. A lot of people don't remember that one, but yeah. Pretty good. I've got a lot of friends in that area. I've been going every day now for 3 years. Whoosh! I wanted to be strong on the inside, so I built up my body on the outside. Great. It's all been so new. New body, new mind, even new friends. It's great. But my friend, something happened to her. I remember finding her. She was dead. That's all I remember. I must have blacked out. There was so much in my head, I couldn't think. Cops found her beaten, killer in the alley. She was known to hang with the Brown Gang. Where have you... Oh, Taz, where have you been? Hello? Do you remember me, Taz? Who's there? And now we are here, aren't we, Krim? I'm going crazy. It's like, Tazzy, that was us. You don't remember knocking that weirdo out? You're not real, Krim. This is just stress. Why did you leave me? You're the one that left me. Where have you been? It wasn't no peach pie living up in your noodle the last 12 years. Taz, where are you? I've fought every day to keep us both alive. I wasn't alone. Oh, look at that. That is a really cool looking demon. Arrgh. You've got some real barf bags up there. I was getting beat so much. Roar! Till one day, glach, I beat back. I thought they were getting weaker, but I think we were getting stronger. It was a gas. Huh? It was a gas giving them what they were owed. After years of being the little guy up there, I'm not scared of nothing no more. Like the good old days, back on the playground, cutting loose. God, years of fighting my inner demons. Oh, Krim, I missed you. We both won. You're a fighter. I learned it from you, Scrapper. Oh, I only watch fights now. Ha ha. I go to these cage fights, the underground kind. I feel so alive when I'm there, and I kind of wish it wasn't me. Why couldn't it be you? No way, that's crazy. They'd never let me. Actually, Wednesdays they do have audience matches, but those guys get creamed. What day is it today? And tonight's challenger, Grimstone. Rap. How did you talk me into this, Grim? Come on, we've bodied uglier monsters than this butthead. Who are you talking to? Oh, who are you talking to, Mommy? Your imaginary friend? Ah, you have no friends in this cage. Let's mop this barf bag up. Ding ding. Oh, well, it's ding ding ding. Krim, you seeing this? Oh, what a rush. Ugh, winner. And, well, that was good. I want more of these characters. It always fascinates me how powerful the human mind can be. Man's greatest weapon, protecting itself from its own demons. Man, if I saw something that scary, I'd turn myself in. Where are they now, hobo? They live like the rest of them. The rest of the heroes in the tales of this book. To be read only by me, heard for the first time in this world. They live among us, the players that keep the ink of life flowing. That will take part in writing the end of the world, the end of the book. Okay, so that it was not called Calmstone, it was called Grimstone. Oh, my bad. Okay, so that was Grimstone, and how fitting of a comic called Grimstone. I would be the Grim Lord. So yeah, I like this one. It's a good one. Probably one of my favorite books. And now we have, what should we do? I don't know. Hey, there's the hobo. Let's get him to tell us a story. Shh, he's sleeping. We can read some ourselves. Give it back. Jesus, old man. You want a story? I will tell you who started it all. The Masquerade. In the shadows of many places awaits a doom of... Hold on. Nope, that didn't work. Nope, that's not what we want. In the shadows of many places awaits a doom of many faces. At the curtain call, who would take their final bow? Meet Chicago's first Cape crime fighter. A man of disguises who mocks misdeed with his maniacal mask. He who lurks on the rooftops of the city waiting to strike with his glaring blade of justice. Look over your shoulders, evildoers, and beware the ears you spill your secrets down. Okay, hold on, let me read it. Look over your shoulders, evildoers, and beware the ears you spill your secrets down. Okay, I see that now. It was a little hard to understand. Yeah, okay. For anyone around you could be the Masquerade. Curtain call. Story letters. That's Philip Diaz. Yeah, it's Diaz. And then why was it? I think it was backwards on one of the comics. It was D-A-I-Z. That's cool, though. Art colors. Alan Alonso. 1930, Chicago. Come on. Where are you? Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. This guy's gonna get me killed. Oh, he that dies, pay all his debts, they say. But my debtor shall not die on this day. Well, you are making your debtor late. You know I can never thank you enough for saving my daughter. But if what they say is true, you can be anyone. Why need me? It's true many faces indeed I don. Alas, I am one in this crime crusade. Thy aid in this fight ensures lives live on. Evil's final sight is masquerade. I'm glad to help, but Lord save me if they find out about this. Here's what I know. The Brown Gang has been knocking over small shops and gaining attention. So much so the paper's going to be running a piece about him. Tonight there's going to be a big hit at the Chicago Typewriter, midnight. This ain't a ma and pa shop downtown. They are bringing the firepower, trashing the press, and they are bringing the pick. Nick the Pick Palumbo, the worst they got. I don't know if you got it this time. It's 4-on-1. Maybe we go to the cops. Tonight, do not doubt, masquerade's great might, dear friend. Blood flows in dusk, I won't see heaven's gates. Farewell, my mate, for our story here ends. Off to the night. My audience awaits. And across town, there is an audience that waits. The one at the Chicago Theater. And they're playing Easton Carlisle, The Lament of the Wizard Policeman. The rich and powerful socialites of the city take their seats as their star makes a silent entrance. Behind the staging curtain inside the dressing room of the most noble theater actor in town, we find our dangerous disguised defender about to get found out. But with a flip of his cape, the masquerade becomes theater actor extraordinaire Easton Carlisle. I found him! Seconds after shedding his guise, he is met by lounge singer, Chicago socialite, and lover, Leela Deline. You aren't dressed. You have a packed house. The director is dreadfully mad, and you are just... Well, it's good to see you too, darling. Whoa. Well then, just wanted to make sure you were ready. You're on in 5. You underestimate my professionalism, Miss Deline. Or is it Miss Deline? My shows always start on time. Well, I just want to wish you good... go out there and break a leg, sugar. Always, I leave my crowd in great delight. Oh yes, broken some legs will be tonight. And the show goes on. Easton's performance ravages the crowd, but the night is not over. And where one audience is served entertainment, another awaits a taste of justice. Later, as the clock strikes midnight, the Brown Gang strikes the doors of the city's biggest news press. But little do they know the eyes of justice are watching. Please, destroy the papers, just don't hurt me. No. See, my boss, Mr. Brown, wants to send a message to your boss. Hold on. I didn't do that right. Wrong character. No. See, my boss, Mr. Brown, wants to send a message to your boss. Shrish! You drank from the goblet of evil's wine. Your justice is served, and it's time to dine. Great the freaks here. Boys, prepare to taste the blade of masquerade. Or masquerade, I think he's gonna go by. I'm out. Rats, me too. How'd he do that? Creep. Your life of crime has drawn mask near. Yes, try and run, but you can't run from fear. Dear God, gotta get out of this mess. Who that? Wow. Ting, 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 ping, ping, ping. And of course they're like pop, rat, bang. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I think we looked at that one already. Was there 2 of those? Hold on. No. Okay. Yeah, okay. Pick, calm down, it's me. Let's just go and flee. Yeah, let's... Wait, why'd you say it like that? What? I got you, you tricky rhyming son of a gun. Bam! You killed your friend because you are so blind. The only trick was given by your mind. Ha 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 ha. Ting! While being surprised by our hero, the British mob muscle unknowingly flips the lever of the steam-powered printing press. Why are you smiling? Pow! Stop! Whack! I'll cut that smirk into your face. Smack! Shriek! Yup! Thwack! No! Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Brown Gang threat to paint the town red. Again, a life is lost to save us all. A tribute for new players to be penned. The last page waits. Who will answer the call? For a new story, one's chapter must end. Ooh, that's not good. Did they killed the Masquerade? He's pretty cool. I liked him. He's a really interesting character. Did the Masquerade die? A bit of him lives on in all of the heroes today. It all began with the Masked One, the rise of new players, all for the book, all for the end. Gimme that thing, old man. Bet it's worth some money. No! You don't know what's in there. I just want to peek. Wait, I see it. Vzz. I see the end. No, not him. Zzz. He did it all. It's all a big story. Everything. The hell's going on? Back, beast of the book. To your leather cage. Gree! What? Who are you? Shunk. Grease. Who are we all but just ink on the page? The end. Oh, that was good. Art by Avery Butterworth, winner of the fan art contest. Oh, I like this one. Yeah. And we have coming soon, launching in 2020. So I guess this one already came out. Magic Cop, episode 2. I didn't even see the first Magic Cop. Well, it's got a synthwave thing going on there. Writer, Philip Diaz. Artist is Brandon Diaz. We have Eugene Bettieu. Eugene Bettieu. I'll get your name right eventually. You're a great colorist, by the way. For all the times I've mispronounced your name, I've just got to say, your colors are absolutely fucking amazing. Just really good, high detail. I am an art student. That's something that I took very passionately back in high school, you know. That was an AP art. So, yeah, that was something that I really enjoyed, you know, drawing and coloring and just all that sort of thing that goes into comics. And the cover was Pablo Romero. That's a great cover. So, yeah. Oh, well, that's the cover for that, which is good. I like this cover. Definitely has that synthwave kind of retro feeling to it. In a world that matches 1980s Miami Vice with a fantasy of Halloween Town. Fast cars, hot beach babes, and even hotter crime. The only detective with the spells to stop it is Magic Cop. Ah, okay. And of course, you can get updates and exclusives at ZadeComics.com. I think you guys should support ZadeComics.com. They gave me a lot of different stories. And some of them are pretty interesting. They like to rhyme a lot, which is not something I'm used to in comics, but it was pretty cool because I've always written my lyrics in rhyme when I was doing heavy metal. So, yeah, seeing that rhyme style was really neat, and I had a lot of fun with it. There were a couple of hiccups, but I think we made it through. And this is just one of the early books. There's so much more. I don't think the creator's going to mind too much about me going just through this one. But definitely go ahead and pick up the rest, you know. He's still doing Indiegogos. You can definitely check out Zade Comics and Zade. I think I got that right. Yeah, let me check that out again. Yeah, Zade Comics, like it says there. If you want some more stuff to check out from them, they've got all kinds of different characters. My God, they're about creating their own damn universe of different characters. I mean, you can see the inspirations, but, you know, they definitely do their own thing with them, so it's pretty cool. These are the stories from the Book of the Lost Pages, told by a man known only as the Hobo. Tales of heroes that keep the ink of life flowing, coming together to write the end of the world. It's good stuff. Oh, he also has a YouTube page, youtube.com/ZadeComics. And they have @ZadeComics on YouTube. So go ahead and check them out. This is like one of the early books. So there's a lot more. I mean, it's 2022. So I think he's got a lot more stuff going on right now. And make sure you check that out. That was The Lost Pages. And you can support that at the following websites. And thanks so much for joining us on Grimm's ComicsGate Corner. And we'll see you next time with more comics. Alright, everyone, it's the Grim Lord here, and we have a bonus ComicsGate comic. This comes from Zaid Comics, and this is Lady Midnight. This came to those who, well, I think it was even available to those who, I think it was just a free comic. I'm not sure if you had to buy the Lost Pages to get it, but it was a free comic, and it's 12 pages. I guess it was one that they were going to put in the Lost Pages, but weren't sure what to do with it. And it is... I don't know. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know what to say about it. We'll find out when we get done. It's 12 pages, so here we go. Lady Midnight, The Jolly Goodbye. Ooh, okay. There's an old saying in this town. Ever since the first Dark Hood put on the mask, or the first highwaymen who possed up and robbed their first stagecoach, or when the first supervillains tore through prisons like nothing at all, that even in a world of gods and angels, in a world of benevolent aliens and men who can fly, there are no heroes in Orb City. They say depression hits hardest around the holidays. Crime in progress. Beep, 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 beep. I probably know that a little better than most, but sometimes even I forget that in Orb City, it can really hit like a bitch. First, some lucky punk hits you with a 7.62 round. Sends you hurtling back to the world like Lucifer from heaven. I'm sorry, I wasn't there to help you, boss man, and the hospitals would just turn you over. The police would kill you. Drag you through the mud. The Dark Hood slain by police. They make a parade out of the whole damn thing. Now one of the deadliest enemies you've ever faced is broken out of jail. And you're hanging on by a literal prayer. Held together by spells and rituals written down by ancient mystics over 2,000 years ago. Now I'm alone in the dark, stuck with a small bag of tricks and a lantern lit by fuel that evaporates in the presence of elder things. And I'm really wishing you were here, big guy, because this is all shaping up to be one hell of a Christmas Eve. Hell Night, a walking revenant of the faceless gods, but he was human once. A cult through fusing him with the soul of an exiled god would make a pretty decent weapon. They were right. A little too right. I didn't kill Dark Hood. Snap. Boom. I know. I know you didn't shoot him. You know? Going by our last tryst, you tend to favor weapons that fire a 50 caliber Beowulf rounds. The boss was shot with a 7.62 millimeter. I see. So down to the real question. And what's that? You had me. You could have killed me with a flick of your finger. Why didn't you? Because if you're looking for the man who shot the Dark Hood, we have the same enemy. Give me a name. They call him Red Santa. A ruthless criminal from the old Soviet Union. He's known as a supplier. Weapons, drugs, women. But his real power is his mind. He can see into the heart of his prey, sense their deepest desires. Power drove me mad. The solitude of prison let me regain my mind, but my rampage killed his daughter. Now he has my family. That's why you broke out, yes. Haunted by the ghost of an empire long gone. I wonder if he favors an AK-47. Maybe that AK popped that 7.62 millimeter right through my boss. Maybe I should go ask. The pawns rush the stage. The knights stand ready. Blam, 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 blam. Then the angel of death spreads his wings on the blast, and the eyes of the sleepers wax deadly and chill. The eyes of the sleepers wax deadly and chill, and their hearts, but once heaved, forever grew still. Crash! Lady Midnight, Hell Knight, welcome. Let them go. In due time, Mr. Hell Knight. I insist. Sorry about your man, Lady Midnight. I heard he was a great hero, but his death was unnecessary. I said let them go. I loved my daughter, Mr. Hell Knight. Then take it out on me. Oh, believe me, Mr. Hell Knight. Ho, 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 ho. I intend to. Blam! Your poor family. Ever since Secret Identity was revealed to American media, they've been as damned as you. Breaking news, Hell Knight identity revealed. Unable to move on. Unable to forget. Unable to sever the ties with the vicious murderer known as Hell Knight. And then there's you, Mr. Hell Knight, a man hungry for redemption. You will die by that hunger, but it will be Lady Midnight who pulls the trigger. That's ridiculous. No. He's right. What the hell are you doing? The only thing I can do. I'm playing the villain, the mindless murderer. Don't you understand? To the world, Hell Knight's wife and son are also guilty of his sins. But if they were to become victims too, if they suffer at his hand like the rest of us, then the world may take pity to save them. He must destroy them or die trying. So I kill him to save his family. Hell Knight dies, takes the blame for the kidnapping. The newspapers say I saved his wife and son just in time, and Red Santa walks away clean. Let him go, Midnight. He's won. Let him have his revenge. I don't care. Back down, Hell Knight. This is the most powerful artifact I have. I promised the boss I'd never use it. But I will. Not even you can survive without a soul. I'm sorry. I heard Christmas jingles all the way back into town. I always loved them. You almost forget that real evil exists, and that sometimes bad men walk away, but sometimes they let you remember. That even in a place as cold as Orb City, where a man might kill his wife to sell his own damnation, to buy his son a brand new chance at life, that hope exists too. And that good things can still happen to good people. Bad things happen every day. So it's always important to remember the good things and to keep them close, because there are no heroes in Orb City. But if you look hard enough, you can occasionally find a miracle. End. Okay. Well, that was okay. I mean, I like the idea. I don't know. It didn't feel like fully fleshed out. I liked a lot of the other ones better, and it didn't really have much to do with, Lady, she's more of a detective. Like, I think that might be her character's name, but she felt like she was more of a detective and a narrator, which is okay. It had a Sin City vibe, but it just didn't feel like fleshed out. It felt like it went too fast. Yeah, it's only 12 pages, but it definitely felt like it went a little bit too fast. I mean, we were right there with the Santa Claus character, and just everything seemed to happen like so quickly. I don't know. It felt just a little, a little lacking, which is fine because a lot of the other work that they did was pretty good. Like, I didn't have too much of an issue with the other ones. So, this one was okay. But yeah, if you like it, you can support Zaid Comics and check out some of the other stuff he does. And this will be the Grim Lord, and I am out. See you next time on Grimm's ComicsGate Corner.